Hello and welcome to today's maths lesson. Now this week in maths we have been revising, that means practicing something different every day. Monday we practiced taking away, yesterday we practiced doubling, and today we are going to practice halving. Can you remember that word? Halving. Maybe what you could do first is pause the video and tell your grown-up what halving is. Do that now. Did you do it? Well done. Halving is when we share or split something into two equal parts. That means we split it into two things that are the same. I'm going to show you here what I mean. I have a delicious piece of salami here. This is one whole salami. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to halve this salami. Are you ready? Oh! I have split the salami in half. Can you see? And I know that I've split it in half because I've split it into two pieces and they're exactly the same size. I have halved the salami. We can also halve quantities. So here I have got 1, 2, 3, 4 shells. What I'm going to do is I'm going to halve the shells. Maybe Miss Hollenby can come here and help me.
Oh, I can.
Right, I'm going to halve these shells between me and Miss Hollenby. Are you ready? So, when I do my halving, I'm going to say my special rhyme. 1 for you, 1 for you, 1 for you, and 1 for you. Can you see I've split the shells into two equal groups? Miss Talbot has 2 shells and Miss Hollenby has 2 shells. I've split them in half. Okay, now we've revised what halving is. We thought you could practice halving today by playing a really fun board game. Now, I have attached this board game that Miss Hollenby and I made onto Class Dojo today. So if you have a printer at home, you can print off the board game and use it. If you haven't got a printer at home, don't worry, it's really easy just to draw a track and get your grown-up to write in what we've written into our game. So that's your first job, either print the board game or ask your grown-up to draw it for you. Pause the video and have a go now. Did you manage to make it? Well done. You are also going to need some counters to play the board game, and you're going to need some counters to work out the answer to these halving problems. Okay, so go and find some counters now. Did you find your counters? Excellent, well done. You are also going to need this. Do you remember we used these before half term? These were our halving mats. So if you still got it, you can use it. If not, ask your grown-up to draw out a halving mat for you. Pause the video and do that now. Did you make it? Excellent, we're nearly ready. The last thing you're going to need is a die. Here we go. So either use one of these, or if you haven't got one at home, I have put a link to a die that you can use on the internet. So don't worry if you haven't got one, you can use the die on the internet. Right, I'm going to show you how to play. So you're going to take it in turns, and the aim of the game is to be the first person to go all the way along the board and get to the finish block there. Sorry, Mr. We keep setting the board off. There we go. So you can play with lots of players. It's me and Miss Hollenby playing today. So I've got a counter for me and a counter for Miss Hollenby, and I'm going to put them both on the start box like this. Now, can I go first, Miss Hollenby?
Yes, you can.
So I'm going to roll the die. You ready? I'm going to roll it over here. Oh, okay. And I actually rolled 1, which means I'm going to move one space forward. Hang on, the board's got a bit wobbly. So I rolled 1. That means I'm going to move one space. So I'm going to be red. Here we go. I'm going to move. Whoop. There we go. And I've landed on something that says half of 4. So I need to work out the answer to half of 4. And I'm going to use my halving mat to help me. So I need to start with 4. Are we ready? Here we go. Oh, I've got the things. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, now I've got 4. I'm going to half 4. So I'm going to say the rhyme. 1 for you, 1 for you, 1 for you, and 1 for you. There's no more left, and I've split them into 2. Let's see if I've split them fairly, because each box should have the same number of counters if I've halved them. Let's check. 1, 2, 3. Oh, silly Miss Talbot, I'm counting wrong. Let's see how many this box has. 1, 2. Let's see how many this box has. 1, 2. They've both got the same. Half of 4 equals 2. Is that right, Miss Hollenby?
Yes, it is.
I got the answer right, which means I am allowed to stay on here. So I get to stay on my square. But if I get it wrong, Miss Hollenby, I have to move back to where I was. But I didn't get it wrong, did I? So I can stay where I am.
You can.
Okay. Now I've had my go, I would let Miss Hollenby have a go. She would roll the die, she'd move that many spaces forward, and then she would have to solve her halving problem using the halving map and the counters. If she gets it right, she can stay where she is. If she gets it wrong, she has to go back to where she was before. So she's going to try really hard to get the halving problem correct. Now remember, the first person to get all the way to the finish block is the winner. We hope you have fun playing your halving game. Send us lots of photos. Goodbye.